Welcome to Jolly's Top 10 Scary Movie Countdown. We got your fix if you're looking for a scary movie, looking for thrills, chills, spills. We got them all right here for you, folks, and we're about to run down the list. Hey, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to slap subscribe and hit the bell for more crazy cool content from Jolly the Conservative Puppet. But without further ado, let's do the old top 10 list of the most scary movies, at least according to me. And number 10 on the list is the Evil Dead franchise. And the original Evil Dead was kind of cheesy. You know, very low budget. Sam Raimi's first film. But it was enough to spawn a sequel, which was kind of a remake, kind of not. But definitely the better of the two, I believe, as far as production-wise. And funny. Oh my god, there's some funny parts in these. And of course, Army of Darkness got even a little more campy, a little more funny, a lot more one-liners. Groovy. And give me some sugar, baby. But, yeah, so it's hard to put a number 10 here between these two. I would probably go Evil Dead 2, just because I think it's the best of the franchise. But then it got into the show, and Ash vs. Evil Dead, Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 were all amazing. They were on Stars. Fortunately, it stopped at Season 3, but if you get a chance to watch these seasons, get some. Groovy. And number 9 on the list, The Devil's Rejects. Arguably the best of the franchise of the 3 movies in this series from Rob Zombie. Bert Kurtzner, also known as Kermit the Log from the Rabbit and Bigot Show. He agrees. He thinks this is probably the best one. Just a great movie. Great synopsis. God, I can't talk today. But, Spaulding, man, God, I never realized how important his character was until we got to the new one, which was 3 from Hell. And unfortunately, he was too sick to do the movie, but, of course, House of 1,000 Corpses was the first one. But The Devil's Rejects really set the tone. What a great movie. Yeah, check it out. You start out hating these characters, and by the end of the movie, you love them. And number 8 on the list, Friday the 13th. This is the original one. Of course, we got Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, the final chapter, Part 5, A New Beginning, Part 6, Jason Lives, Part 7, The New Blood, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, which is 10, Freddy vs. Jason, and I have the remake on Blu-ray. Put it somewhere else, I don't know where it's at, doesn't matter. So I guess if I had to pick, out of all these Jason movies, you know, the original, of course, is a classic, but I would probably go with 7. Either 7 or 6. I mean, I love 6 just because it's the true Jason back again, you know, coming back to kill. Sorry, there's a car going by. This is all in my garage right now, so. And then Part 7 here is when Kane Hodder takes over the franchise as Jason. So Kane Hodder is my favorite Jason, as is most people's. And he did 7, 8, 9, and 10. But they gave him the shaft when it came to Freddy vs. Jason. Still a little pissed about that one. The guy who did play Jason in that movie was fine, but it should have been Kane Hodder. Just saying. And there you go, number 8. And number 7 on the list, Nightmare on Elm Street. I wanted to show you my cool box collection I got here. Bought this a few years back. I think it cost me at least $100. It's got a nice little setup here. It's Got the original, of course. Part 3, I feel, is a very good movie. Let's see if I can get one of these out. You got the original poster art on each cover, which is pretty cool. They're all in here, including a documentary. Even Freddy's Dead here. I'm going to show you something. Make sure it's kind of hard to do one-handed. Yeah, there's Freddy's Dead. Final Nightmare, and I thought the 3D glasses... Oh, here they are. They even gave you 3D glasses. Yeah, not very good ones. Because that part of that movie was filmed in 3D, and trust me, it doesn't work. But it was a nice thought, right? So, yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. My friend Bert Kurtzer, Mr. Kermit the Log, he is a big fan of this film. He would call it his favorite. He did a little spin-off, A Nightmare on Frog Street video that was really funny. Check that out if you haven't seen it on Kermit the Log's channel. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, baby. Number 7 on my list. Great fucking movie. Wes Craven and his genius. And number 6 on the list, Halloween. And I got a steady collection. You know, the original is the classic. John Carpenter is my man. Here's Halloween 2. And it wasn't the best sequel, but it was decent. 3, they went off and took Michael Myers out of it and made it about masks. I still don't like this one. It's gained popularity over the years, but I still think it sucks. 4, it gets good again. Michael Myers comes back. He chases his niece in these ones, which is this actress. I can't think of her name, but she shows up later in the Halloween series. I'll show you here that in just a second. And then it gets into The Curse, which was just whack. Then they brought Jamie Lee Curtis back for H2O and Resurrection, of course, which was terrible. With Busta Rhymes, baby! Tyra Banks. That's when you know it's good. Ha! And then Rob Zombie, of course. You had Rob Zombie's version at the very end here of the Halloween series before they got into the new ones. I don't have the new one yet. Still gotta buy it. Where Jamie Lee Curtis comes back. It's supposed to be a Halloween 2 again. You know, where they redo basically this one. But yeah, as I was saying, this little actress here, I can't think of her name at the moment, of course, but she comes back. And she's in these movies. Yeah. So anyway, the Rob Zombie movies are okay. They're not the best. They're not as good as the original. Halloween, baby. John Carpenter. Get some. Perfect Halloween movie for Halloween night. And number 5 on the list, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I got this in a nice steelbook. The original Tobe Hooper film. Of course, we got part 2. Part 3. This was a hard one to find. I finally got it. This weird runoff version, but it had a couple big name actors at the time, Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey, right before they got real famous. So that's an interesting watch if you haven't seen that one. Then they tried to do some prequels, yeah. Then this one was okay. But I enjoyed this one. This was a remake from New Line. It had Jessica Biel in it. And I liked that one. That one was okay. So, anyway. This was like the direct sequel / prequel of it. But nothing's better than the original. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Get some. And number 4 on the list, Hellraiser. Yeah. Pinhead, baby. This movie just blew my freaking mind when I seen it. Yeah. It's out there. If you haven't caught Hellraiser yet, I highly suggest you get some. Directed and written by Clive Barker. So the author is also the director of this movie, which I believe gives it even more gravitas, so to speak. And then, it went on. Part 2 was pretty good. This is part 3 here. I can't find my part 2. This is Bloodline. They did a remake that was terrible, so don't watch that garbage. Doug Bradley is the only shining thing about 3 on. Most of them get pretty cheesy. This was a collection I grabbed just to make sure I had them all. But yeah, the original, though, is the one to see. Amazing film. Hellraiser, number 4. And number 3 on the list is Aliens. Yes, I know it's considered sci-fi, but I believe part 2, Aliens, which is also considered kind of almost a military movie, action flick. Still had some great scares in it. The first one also is pretty terrifying. And I just want to show you this amazing box collection I had bought years ago. Sucker just goes and goes and goes. It's got 2 versions of every film, which is the theater version, and then you have a director's cut of each version, which really brings it home if you love the Alien franchise. Once you watch the director's cut of every film, it makes them so much better. Every one of them had amazing footage cut out of them. Every one of them, through Alien 1, 2, 3, and Resurrection. So yeah, great box set. God, I can't remember how much I spent on it at the time. Definitely over $100. But if you can find this box set somewhere, I know it's DVD. They got Blu-ray versions now too, but I also have a Blu-ray version of the movie. But this box set was the shit. So, Aliens, number 3. And number 2 on the list of top scary movies, The Exorcist. And oh my god, this movie changed me. This is the redone version. They added some footage back in the early 90s to it. It was made in the 70s at some point. This was one of the scenes that they added. Just creepy as hell. I remember the first time I watched this, I could not get it all the way through it. I'd actually stopped the movie a couple times. And as you can see right on the cover, I got it at number 2, so pretty damn close. There it is. Number 2 on the list. Exorcist. Scary as hell. It's up. And number 1 on the list. John Carpenter's The Thing. Shocker. If you know who I am and you've heard me talk about scary movies, you'll know that this is the pinnacle. I put this one as the cream of the crop, creme a la creme. I have Blu-rays of this too, but this DVD version is amazing. It's the collector's edition. It has a great documentary on it, like an hour-long documentary with a bunch of the actors. Brilliant movie. The creature effects to this day still hold up. So you gotta check this out if you've never seen it. Made in 1982, stars Kurt Russell, and I even got a movie ticket in here. But this was for the prequel that they made, which was fucking terrible. CGI'd the hell out of it. Not this one though. This one has practical effects by the amazing Rob Button. And I'm going to show you some toys here in a minute of that. Really cool stuff. Number 1 movie, The Thing. Get some. We got a Halloween poster here. Fluffy doll guy there. And I also got the movie maniac of him. Moving right along here, we got Chucky and Ghostface, of course. I showed you on another video. An authentic movie mask of Jason. There's a little bit of a shadow going here. See if I can fix that. Okay. And then here's the poster of Part 7, signed by Kane Hodder himself. You can tell the poster's old because it says order now, but it's VHS. There's that little figure scary. A few more pops. There's Michael, Chucky, and then Pinhead. pretty cool. And of course, we got the authentic Jason mask, signed by the man himself, Mr. Kane Hodder. And there's the money shot, baby. The glove that's signed. This is God. Had a lot of fun hanging out with him. Got Ash here. Who's that back there? Oh, it's Snow Dub! And then that's a Pops. It's a double pop of Freddy and Jason. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. And of course, the Army of Darkness poster. Brilliant, right? Found this in the trash outside of a movie theater. Couldn't believe they're throwing it away. So it was a little beat up. They must have had it like in like their studio room or lunch room or something. I don't know. It was beat up when I got it, but it was still in good enough condition where I was like, man, I'm gonna save it. So it's got some rough edges, but. And then I got my movie Maniac signed by Mr. Bruce Campbell himself, right there. Signed to Ash and his name, groovy. Here's the Evil Ash. Pumpkinhead hanging out over here. He didn't make a list though. A couple more here. We got Candyman, the movie Maniacs. Norman Bates from Psycho. Crow. And here is the thing. Check out these monsters. Here's the Blair monster. And here we got the Norris creature. Love these ones. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? A few more over here. Terminator. Roboflop. Legend. Let's have some fun here. So, here's some movie Maniacs of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre here. Pretty cool. Got the movie poster to match, baby. That's the one there. Very cool. Let's get over into the alien stuff here. Good looking monsters. Also got some predators. Here's a Michael Biehn signed Hicks. And Lance Henriksen signed this one for Bishop. Alien Queen down there. Of course, we got to meet the actors. There's Megs with Lance. Look, he's pointing at her shirt. Here's the aliens. Wow! Welcome back! Yeah, nice little tour of the room, huh? You like it? Yeah, you know, we're big fans over here with the old scary movies, me and Snow Dub. And yeah, glad you liked our top 10 list. Definitely hit that like button and hit subscribe. And thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope I found at least one on my list that was kind of scary. And if you need some more recommendations, check out numbers 11 through 20. We also did the top 20 countdown as well. And each one of those videos are pretty good and do a nice little description of each movie at hand. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick top 10 rundown because most of these movies are pretty popular, pretty well known. But hey, you might have found a gem in there somewhere, right? Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Tuck and roll! Also want to show off, sorry for the echo in a big room, my Thing poster. Signed picture of Kurt Russell here. And this is an authentic movie poster from when the movie was released. So this was an actual theater from 1982. So makes it worth a little more than just your regular reprint. And then this, of course, is a reprint of the Aliens movie poster. Kind of got a bad reflection there in the window, I'm sorry. And some of y'all might find this interesting. I bought this at a Blockbuster Video as they were going out of business. I thought it was pretty cool. My son's favorite Star Wars movie, Return of the Jedi. I'm an Empire fan. Empire Strikes Back's my dish. But this one's pretty damn good too. And then I got Watchmen.